Why am I here?
I remember the next call, 2 weeks later, telling Veronica about my gas chamber experience. I didn't bother calling Mom. I'd send her a letter later. To instill in us how important our gas masks were, we were all given one to put on. Next, the division was brought into a tent and lined up in rows of 10. There was nothing there but a hot plate next to the instructor standing 5 feet from the tent flap. He instructed us that on his say-so, the first row is to take off their masks and stand at attention. At that time, he will go down the line, one by one, and have each recruit sound off their name and division. If anyone were to fail to sound off or stutter in any way, he would go back to the first recruit in line and start again. Understood? He dropped a little red pill on the hot plate and the smoke started billowing after 5 seconds or so. I was in the first row. Through my mask, I could see the white plume and made an active effort to try to get any sense of the smell of what I was soon going to have no barrier against. Nothing. Ready? Masks off, the instructor said. The line of us broke in through the unknown, as instructed, yet fearlessly. Immediate constriction of the throat occurred. The sting of the smoke scorched the nose, and soon snot was running down everyone's chins uncontrollably. A thick coat of tears instantly blurred my vision, and being fourth from the beginning of the line, I made sure not to be the weak link. Gant, Division 406. I could taste my snot and didn't care. You needed to breathe, but every breath made it worse. When our line was done to his satisfaction, he bellowed, "Get out of here! Next row, step up! Go, go, go!" The next 15 minutes in fresh air were a continuation of the hellfire we had just endured. Instant relief was nowhere to be found. Random voices surrounding the 100-gallon drums of water would yell out intermittently, "Don't touch your eyes! Blow your nose!" Some threw up. When the bulk of us regained our composure, we were asked the somehow hilarious question of the day. "Are you allergic to shellfish?" Some were. Those that were instructed to give their masks to another recruit to wash them with a sea sponge. We were directed to go to the 100-gallon water barrels and wash out the masks. Looking across the watering hole, recruit DuPont was still sniffling. "Well, that was fun, wasn't it?" I asked him. He managed to smirk while shaking his head, still in disbelief about what had just happened. It was a rite of passage. The Brotherhood was coming into focus. "That must have been horrible," Veronica replied. "You want more?"
Why am I here?